the optical. He needs new glasses. So I thought we'd do a vlog together today. Christian, grab my phone. That's right here. It's open. This one right here. I want you to read that verse.
Don't forget, do not provoke your children to anger, but bring them up into discipline and instruction of the Lord. Ephesians 6:4.
All right, that I read it this morning. What does that remind you of that happened yesterday? Do you remember when we went out yesterday? Does that bring you a memory about what happened yesterday?
It does, but I don't talk about other people's problems.
Okay, but I don't think it was a problem.
Private.
So let's just talk.
Private.
Well, let's just talk about in general what we saw yesterday at the dollar store.
In general, I could do.
Right.
Because
we're not going to bash anybody.
I don't want to call someone out. I don't want to call someone out when we really don't even know them. Right. We saw them in the Dollar Tree. Right. You know, that's all I could say. We saw them in the Dollar Tree, and there was something going on.
All right. So go ahead and tell her what you saw, and then I'm going to say what I saw.
Well, we heard yelling. Right. We heard yelling in the store and also banging in the restroom.
Right.
You know?
And we weren't the only ones. There were several people that heard it.
There was two other people. There was two other people, plus you could hear her all across the whole store.
Right.
You know, it's hard to avoid that.
So what was it? Who was yelling?
It was the mother.
We don't know. It could be the grandmother or the mother. Right. She was old enough to possibly be the grandmother.
The guardian influence.
Right, okay. So then it was a girl, probably, I'm going to say she was probably about 8 or 9 years old.
But this could also happen to a boy, too. Remember that. This could also happen to a son.
Yeah, but
that's why we're talking about it in general.
In this situation, it was a girl. She was about 8 or 9. So I was just shopping, and then the women around me, they were really angry at because they were there longer than we were. We had just come in the store. So this was probably going on for a while. This woman was yelling at the child in the bathroom, and she was instructing the child what to do. So I kept myself out of it until I actually saw the child, because I thought, well, this could be a child that has a mental problem, and that's why she's talking to the child like that. I foster children, so I know what it's like to have children with issues where other people may judge you because of the tone of voice that you use, but some children, you have to talk to them in a very disciplined, rough way, because other ways are not going to work with them. You understand? So when I did see the child, who came out very normal, that's when I realized there's a problem here, because this woman
was furiously mad.
She knew she was doing something wrong, because the other women that were near the bathroom, she actually said to the women, "Is there a problem?" And the other women said to her, "Yeah, there's a problem. You're too tough with that child." Now, the woman didn't come back and say, "Look, she has this problem," or anything like that. She was just very prideful in her way of disciplining. And then I realized, okay, this is a problem with a woman who's disciplining the child in the wrong way. So the verse that you read was, "Don't anger the child." See, to me, this child, she's provoking the child.
Don't provoke nor anger the children.
Right.
But learn how to discipline them.
Right. So I don't really know what's happening, so I can't really judge. And I also prayed afterwards for God to forgive me if I was judging in my mind. But if it was what I think it is, which is just a woman who is, she could be also a very rebellious little child, but when she's in public, she's not. And the woman is just done and trying something.
I just think the woman is troubled. That's what I have to say.
She could be also troubled, but the part that I like about, let me tell you about the part about the scripture that really spoke to me, was the part where it says provoke. Some parents do provoke their children to do certain things, okay? And that's why we have to have a prayer life, and we have to be able to go to God, and we have to have quiet time in our day when we have the prayer life to reflect, because when we're asking about our children, whether it's discipline or people that are coming into the parents' life that are affecting the children,
to even yourself.
Right. You have to be able to listen as well. So I'm giving you some advice from my own life, because I don't think anything is a coincidence. In my life right now, because Christian is back, and there have been issues in the past, and I'm able to reflect now on some of those issues and why things got the way that they were. It's because we don't necessarily provoke our children because we want to provoke them. In this instance, this woman was provoking. So I would caution this woman, because once this child becomes 11 and 12, 13 or 14, this provoking that she's doing it is not going to work out in this relationship. If you're not a calm and peaceful person, parent, and you don't sit with your child and talk and try to reason and work things out in public, embarrassing them in public is something that is not going to work when they get to 13, 14, and 15. So that's when they end up running away.
Just in 10, just in the age of 10. I mean, she's already getting the effects just at 7. Imagine her going through, puberty.
Yeah, so it's harder because when the hormones are raging. So I just wanted to come on here because I thought that was something to talk about today. Maybe you all can expand on it down below if you want to comment, because I don't have any more Exodus videos for you. We're done with Exodus, and I know Tuesdays, and I'm trying to see what I'm going to do on Tuesdays for videos. I may start doing RV videos on Tuesday, Homestead on Thursday, and then my Bible study on Saturday. So that's something that I'm looking into. I just need a little bit of time right now with gardening and stuff like that. I did want to bring that on because that episode that happened yesterday is not a coincidence with the verse that I learned today and the own reflection that it has on my life. So I just want to say, I think Thursday is National Prayer Day as well. And if you need prayer, please leave it down below, because I'm going to be praying for you on Thursday. In addition to that, I'm going to link 2 videos down below. I did my own War Binder prayer journal, is what I call it, and it helps me a lot to pray. And if you need prayer for your children, please make yourself a War Binder, and you can use my Pinterest board called Reflections and Simplicity, so you can get your prayers, so you can pray for your children. I'll link those 2 videos down below so that you can see that if you're having issues with your children, praying for them, not in a general term, really praying for them with the specifics of what it is, whether it's addiction, whether it's sexual immorality, whether it's discipline problems. Those are the things that you have to pray specifically for, not just a general term for your children, especially when you're having trouble with your children. So I thank you so much for watching today, and I guess we'll see them next time. Right, Christian?
Yeah.
Have a great night. Have a great day. Bye, everybody.
You'll be safe.
Hey, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.